Welcome to the special topics portion of this course. In this PowerPoint, we're going to be looking and examining three questions. First question is, why do you want to become a teacher? The second question is, what is the ethical role of the teacher? And the third question is, what are the philosophical perspectives related to teaching? Now on slide 2, the title of the slide is Learning to Teach. There are a number of questions that are posed. And as we move through the course, at the end of the semester, you're going to have a signature assignment due. Signature assignment really is a culminating assignment, culminating experience. And your culminating experience will be a paper that will address the questions that are on the slide. Now in this particular PowerPoint, we're going to be addressing three questions, as I just mentioned. Why do you want to become a teacher? What is the ethical role of the teacher? And then what is your educational philosophic perspective for teaching? Each time we cover a chapter, we will highlight, or I will highlight, a question in yellow so that you know that it relates to your signature assignment. On slide 3, why do you want to become a teacher? Pre-reading. If you look under resources, there's an article entitled Why I Teach. And what I'd like you to do is to read that article and then create a list of reasons why someone would want to become a teacher. In addition, create a list of reasons why someone may not want to become a teacher. So I'd like you to look at that from two perspectives. On the next slide, there's a T-chart. And you can use that T-chart to address why you want to become a teacher, or why someone would want to go in the profession, as well as why someone might not want to go in the profession. So post your response to that question on Moodle Forum 2 as response 1. I'm going to go to slide 4, and you can see the picture of the T-chart. Very, very easy. You can take a piece of paper and go ahead and draw that out. Again, why would someone want to go into the profession, and why would somebody not want to go into that profession? And list your responses on the Moodle Forum, Forum 2. Slide 5, the title of the slide is Then There Is Teddy. And if you click on the link, you'll find a story about a young man by the name of Teddy. And I'd like you to reflect on this question. Does this story about Teddy reveal some reasons why someone would want to become a teacher? If the link does not work, just type in story about Teddy into your browser and it'll take you to that interesting story about the young man. And again, just reflect on that question that I have on the slide. On slide 6, entitled A Teaching Career, Is It Right for You? As you think about teaching as a career, what questions should you be asking yourself? But go to slide 7, Teaching Careers Are Right for You. There's some guiding questions that might be helpful to you. And these might cause you to think more deeply about whether or not teaching profession is right for you. So what I'd like you to do is to read those 8 questions and then identify the 3 questions that you believe are the most important to ask oneself when considering going into the teaching profession. And post your response on Moodle Forum 2 as response 2. Slide 8. Title of the slide is Information About Teaching, Georgia 2007 Survey Report. The Georgia 2007 Teacher Survey provides insights regarding how Georgia teachers view their profession. An analysis of survey results could be very helpful in enabling you to become aware of the benefits as well as the possible challenge areas related to the teaching profession. So click on that link and you will find that Georgia 2007 Teacher Survey. Now in this slide there's an activity that's described, and what I would like you to do is to look at each of the 5 categories that I've listed on the slide, and from each category identify 2 key findings related to the category that you think are important. So in other words, category 1, personal and professional aspects of teaching, pages 9 through 11. Look at those. Look at that category and look at the findings and select 2 findings that you think are most important. Now, if you go to slide 10, you'll see an example. So in category 1, let's say that category is personal and professional aspects of teaching, pages 9 to 11. As I read that category, for example, job security jumps out at me. I feel that's important, so I would list that on my forum. I'd also would list professional relationships with colleagues, because I believe that is an important reason why someone might go into teaching. That's on page 10. Under category 2, under compensation, I've listed healthcare and retirement benefits. You may have other category or other areas that you are interested in or you think that are important, so you feel free to go ahead and list those that best represent your views related to that category. On slides 12 and 13, I've identified key findings from the 2007 teacher survey. Items on your test regarding the Georgia 2007 survey will be taken from these 2 slides. So I thought that was important for you to know. On slide 12, identified some percentages and some facts that I think are important for you to keep in mind relative to that survey, and I've done the same on slide 13. So take a look at those, make sure you're familiar with some of that statistical information. On slide 14, there are many websites that provide information related to the teaching career. The next The next slide provides several websites in which you can explore. And as you explore those websites, I'd like you to identify at least 10 facts that would be of interest to you from these websites. Post your facts as response 4 on forum 2. So if we go to slide 15, which is entitled "A Teacher Career Is It Right for You? A Teaching Career Is It Right for You? Salaries, Jobs, and Information," you'll see that there are several websites. So go ahead and click away and find a total of 10 ideas or facts that are interesting to you from those websites. And you don't have to find a total of 10 from each website. Just look at the websites collectively and jot down 10 facts that you think are important relative to teaching as a career. Slide 16, what can you do now to prepare for a place in your profession? This slide lists what you can do to prepare for a place in the profession. Know your job market, make sure your coursework is carefully planned, plan your summer work to be in the education-related area if possible, and begin networking are some of the ideas provided on the next 2 slides. So as you're thinking about becoming a teacher, look through slide 16 and slide 17 and see if there's some ideas there that might be helpful for you to consider when you're looking at moving into the profession. Let's go to slide 18. This is a website that lists the transition points for entrance in the Young Harris College Teacher Preparation Program. And as you begin to possibly envision yourself in the profession, one of the first considerations is what is needed to enter the YHC Teacher Preparation Program and what is needed to successfully navigate through the Teacher Preparation Program. Know how to access the Teacher Preparation Program website, and knowing what the transition points are is important. Transition points detail what needs to be accomplished as you travel through the program. Entering the program represents transition point 1, and it'll be very important for you to know what is required to enter the program. This will occur in your sophomore year. So I would suggest that you click on that website, glance over all the transition points, but focus in particular on transition point 1, because that transition point is important for entering the program. Slide 19, why do you want to become a teacher? Draft. What I'd like you to do is answer that first question. That will be a part of your signature assignment at the end of the semester. And you are now ready to answer that question based on the information that you now have relative to the teaching profession. And answer this question: why do you want to become a teacher? And look at the slide for specific information as to the length of your response, as to what format to use, and what information you can use to address that question. And email me when you're getting ready to start to respond to that, and I will provide you with a due date. That concludes our first topic, why do you want to become a teacher? And we will now go on to the second topic, which will be part 2, and that is the ethical role of the teacher.